Morning. Happy Voters Day to all. Today we are very proud that India is the largest successful functional democracy. But we have to observe that along with India in 1947 there are many other countries which got independence. And along with India there are many other countries which adopted democracy. But unfortunately most of the countries democracy got degenerated into an autocratic rule. But it is only India which is successful in reiterating the strength of democracy. And it is mainly because of the free, fair, and the peaceful elections that were conducted for every 5 years in the country. And it is the Election Commission of India which is responsible for conducting free, fair, and peaceful elections. Yes, exactly on this day, our founding fathers have gifted Election Commission to India. And on the eve of the foundation of this Election Commission of India, we are celebrating the Nation Voters Day. And this Election Commission of India, in every elections, started innovating, started improving, and started overcoming many difficulties. And in fact, in the recent general elections, the 16th general elections, the Election Commission of India has managed almost 800 million voters. It is almost equal to the strength of third, fourth, and fifth largest countries in the world. And especially if you observe the entire journey of Election Commission of India, you can identify a phase shift in 2009. Till 2009, the Election Commission of India is highly focused on enrollment of voters. But from 2009 onwards, the Election Commission of India has identified that just enrollment of voters is not important. Along with the enrollment, educating the voters is important, engaging the voters is important, and empowering the voters is important. So, from 2009 onwards, the Election Commission of India has focused with 4 E's. It's enrollment, education, engaging, and finally empowering the voters. In this regard, it has launched a series of initiatives. One such initiative is SWIG, Strategic Voters Education, Enrollment and Participation. And the ultimate objective of this SWIG program is to generate awareness to the voters about the importance of vote, how to vote, etc. And similarly, it has come up with NVSP, National Voters Service Portal, ultimately aimed at online registration of votes, identifying the booths online, etc. And next one is EVMs, electronic voting machine. In fact, the recent presidential elections of USA, they have used ballot, but it is India, it's the Election Commission of India, which has introduced EVMs. That is, India with respect to elections is much forward than the most forward country, USA. That's the greatness of Indian elections. And keeping this all aside, why we have to celebrate National Voters Day? Or why we have to vote? I think every Indian who attains the age of 18 will get a doubt why we have to vote. You have to vote because your vote is a tribute to the founding fathers of our country. Your vote is a tribute to all the sacrifices made for the independence of the country. And your vote is very, very important thing which is a respect to your previous generations. And you have to vote because your vote matters. And remember, in the recent general elections, there are many MLAs and many MPs who won and who lost the elections with a margin of 10 to 100 votes. This clearly shows that your vote matters. And next thing, before criticizing the government about their policies on women, their policies on elderly people, their policies on differently people, their policies on farmers, remember that it is your vote which decides the social agenda of the country. And before criticizing any government about the hike in petrol prices or about the taxation reforms, etc., remember it is your vote which decides the economic policies. And before criticizing the government about climate change, environment, everything, remember it is your vote which decides the environmental policies. And similarly, it is your vote which also decides the foreign policy of the country. To which country we have to make friendly relations, to which country which policy has to be adopted. All this will be decided by your vote. And similarly, your vote is a promise to the next generation. And in this regard, I request all the young voters to take the responsibility of voting. And if you believe that you are the creator of your own destiny, remember that the vote is the only enabler of the true destiny. And to conclude, according to me, vote is not a fundamental right or a fundamental duty. It is a fundamental responsibility of every citizen in the